Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods Gravitas. I had to restart because I got another one of those, what they call blizzes, and it completely wrecked my base. And then a basalt turned up, so I am going to play in a different biome, and I could not find one for the life of me. I did try and pick up all my items, move them away. Here's the clip, by the way. That's not at all what I wanted to see. And he doesn't drop either. He's going to kill me if I'm not, like, dodging all the time. Ow. See, that was, like, most of my health. Oh, my goodness. Brilliant. There you go. See, yeah, that's not fun right there. So, what I did was I just restarted real quick. And I'm going to get to the point. This is a lovely biome, by the way. If you want to know the seed for this, by the way, this is... I went Pilpoh's LP take 2, like that. That's the seed for this one. There is some wolfies asleep over there, so I don't know if they're aggressive or not. But let's not have a look. We found some potatoes straight away, so that's pretty good, and some barley, I think. Looks like barley. We did a stream between episodes, I suppose. This looks like drinkable water as well. I'm not sure if it is. It is drinkable water. Oh, this is really good then. It's a good spawn. And there's some clay right there. So that's even better. I am going to quickly... If you do this, and this, you get yourself a shovel head. I just made myself another axe. Anyway, I'm going to try and get to where I was. Stick right there. Perfect. I'm going to try and get to where I was at the end of episode 1, and then I'll meet you back. Okay, I'm pretty much at the same point I was at my other save right now. I'm just making a couple more of these vessels. So I did kill a horse, and I got some horse meat, and I just ate that. That was pretty good. That actually increased my health. It's weird, but I made all of these like clay stuff, you know, where you nap it with the clay and you go like, and so I got the pickaxe. I've got the, oh, I need to make a vessel, which I think is like this. And in fact, I might make 4 vessels. And then I'm kind of out of clay, so I need to go and get some more clay at some point. But yeah, I did punch some raw... Is that dolomite? Yeah, dolomite. So I could like have a little area away from stuff, and then I needed... Ah, there we go. These 2 are done now. Lovely. It's a bit more storage for us. I'm going to put these 2 like that. The only thing I don't have is the ores that I had. So I did get a couple of ores on stream. And oh, I need to... Yeah, put some wood down on that as well. And some straw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I need to chop down some more trees. We figured out that you could use a knife on leaves, and then you can get saplings. So I did plant a couple of saplings right there. We need this. This is not the most efficient way of doing this, by the way. You should probably chop down a proper tree. Like we did at the beginning of our previous playthrough. We chopped down one of those massive trees with like 4 axes. It cost because there was so much in there. Oh, hello. I've not seen an ash... Oh, it's a birch tree. Yeah, I've not seen one of these yet. But if we want to get the sapling, you just got to knife the leaves a little bit. I don't know if you could do it with... Is it the hoe? Okay, the hoe gives it to you as well. I don't know the difference between the hoe and the knife, I must admit. Let's probably give us ash, because it's right next to it, but... But yeah. It's a little bit of an oof that we had to restart, but there was nothing I could do against those... Blaze it, whatever they're called, the blizzes, you know, the overworld version of blazes. There's a duck. No way. Oh, we've not seen a duck yet. There was a duck. Yeah, so it's a bit of a bummer that we had to restart, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Oh, cool, it chopped down, like, most of both trees. That's pretty good. That's 9. I think that's enough for us to get started on this. What I did find, which was really cool, is I just swam out over there somewhere, and I found some copper, which is what we were really struggling with on the other save. You can't go for... Come on. There you go. That'll take 8 minutes, and then we can get that stuff out. What was I going to say? Yeah, you can't go straight for iron, because if you look in this book right here, there's a thing over here. I think, is it in Getting Started? It says that you need to make primitive alloys. So you need to start with one of these. So you need at least 9 bronze. Yeah, at least 9 bronze and 1 tin to make bronze. And then between 5 and 7 copper. Yeah, between 5 and 7 copper. And then you've got to fill the rest with either silver or gold. And then other than that, anyway, you need like copper to start. It says 50 there, 50 there, and I think the previous one was 90. And we just could not find copper. I did manage to get 14 bits of copper before I got slam jammed by those by the flipping the double team of the Blizz and the Basol, or whatever it's called. But yeah, as I said, I found some copper right in the middle there, so that was pretty good. We could go out and mine it now. I think I'm gonna cook up some duck before we go and just do some admin stuff. Huh, I found some gold as well. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna have to dig up all of this. I've made myself a pan again, so we can pan for stuff. Oop. Try not to drown. And then I think over in this direction, you can hold a torch in your hand, by the way. Yeah, there it is. Get some copper as well. So the way that this works, you get your empty pan. I think we made this last episode, but it's just with a bit of clay. And you right click on one of the native copper deposit, like gravelly things. And you have to sit in water and you do a little wiggle. And you've got a chance. I don't think it's 100%. I swear I heard it go plink, but okay. Sometimes you get... There we go. Sometimes you get one of the ores out of it. So, oh, you can do it on this sort of water as well. That's good. I didn't get anything from that one. But I do have, like, a lot of this, right? So, fingers crossed we can get at least 9. We get 5. 5 is fine. We just need to go find some silver. And then we can make the other type of bronze, whatever it's called. The black bronze, I think it's called. What did it say in here? Yeah, black bronze. So, you can see here as well. You see these are, like... melts into black bronze at orange ****. This one's just orange, and then this one's orange as well. So it'd be good if we can get 9, because then all we have to do is find 1 tin, and then we can make ourselves a bronze bar. That's the ideal right there, because then we can make a bronze pickaxe straight away. And then possibly go find... What did I even get from that one? I swear I saw something plink out. Are you going like over here? No. Not getting very lucky with these, am I? But tis fine. I'm sure we'll go find some more copper at some point. Ooh, cut amethyst. Interesting. I don't know what this is used for. Sandpaper it. Fair enough. Doesn't have any uses in JEI yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Still nothing. I'm just doing these one at a time, or 3 at a time, because easier. But yeah, the whole plan is we get some bronze. We get ourselves a bronze pickaxe, and we can actually mine stuff. It's kind of a difficult way to start off the pack. I should probably have the native coppers right there so I can see how many I'm getting, or how many I'm not getting, I should say. Ah, there we go, 4 so far. And last bit of panning, we managed to get ourselves 4 bits of gold and 12 bits of copper. So I'm very happy about the copper right there. It's really good. Now what you do with this is you stick it in one of these vessels. So we are going to... I mean, we could just lob them in there for now anyway. Just keep them both in there. We do still need to get either some silver or tin. Or we can get nickel and bismuth. But, I mean... Basically, we need all the other bits of ores, which is fine. We can sort of have a swim around and maybe we'll find some stuff. That looks like silver. It is silver. Interesting. Looks like we're making... I'm not sure we can make the orange stuff. I mean, we give it a go, see what happens. I suppose this is another way of doing it, right? You just grab the gravel from, like, down below, and then you come back up, and then you do a little civvy sieve, or panny pan. And you just do this over and over. And so you got rid of all of it. That would have been annoying when it came to... Oh, that's good. I think we've got enough to make a pickaxe now, which is really good. Oh, there's more over there. This is really good compared to what we did have. I'm kind of glad that we got a different spawn. I will admit as well, after the whole thing happened with the Blizz, or... No, it's not called... Yeah, it was called a Blizz. The Blizz and the Basalt coming over and ruining my day. I kind of went into the same seed, but on creative. And I flew around a bit just to see if I was missing something. And I wasn't. It was just a really bad seed. It was so far away from everything. So I'm glad we did this one. Holy heck. I also found some bismuth, basically. It's just the like actual little pockets of bismuth. So you can find the like gravel in the rivers and everything, but you can also find the little chunks just out and about, and that signifies that underneath that is going to be like actual ores for it. But you need a pickaxe to get there, right? So yeah, we kind of lucked out with the amount of silver we got right here. If you have a look at that, flipping heck. That's super good. I think we could probably fill this vessel with... Oh, I've got to figure out how many we are going to do. I think we're going to do 3 silver, 2 gold, and then 5. Yeah, that looks about right. I wonder if we can make 2. We could make 2. 1, 2, 3. We just double everything up, right? Because that way we can make the saw blade as well, because we kind of need the saw blade. I don't know if you put it in both. Orange. Okay, let's try... I'm going to split them. Do them like that. And then the second vessel that we've got here, let's put the rest in like that. And we will place them down. Do something like that. I don't have any more wood, do I? I've only got the 1 ash. I don't really want to chop these down because I quite like these right here. I'll go over here and chop one of these down. That's a point. You can hold a torch in your offhand just to keep everything lit. Whilst I wait for this to finish and we can maybe get our ores out, I did find some more copper over here, by the way. Yeah. Right there, copper. This is a really good seed. I like this. But yeah, I thought I should mention how you're supposed to do things in this. And what's the point and everything. The whole point is to get to the end. And there is like a bunch, I was just looking up furnaces, but there is a bunch of mods in this. I don't think I went over it in episode 1, but Apotheosis is in this, so's Blood Magic, there's like Immersive and Create and Beyond Earth. Beyond Earth is the main one because the whole point is to get to this. So these are all the ones you can go to, right? I think to go to the moon, you need a tier 1. To go to Mars, you need a tier 2. Mercury is tier 3, or Venus is... Mercury and Venus is tier 3. And then tier 4 is Glacio. And that's where you're going to find the end portal. You can't find it anywhere else. You can't find it in the overworld. You can't find it, like, anywhere else. So the whole point is to try and kill the Ender Dragon. And to get there, you're going to have to go all the way to the other like planets and stuff. Which is kind of cool. I like that. That it's called the End, and it's the Ender Dragon, but a lot of like mods nowadays mean that it's not really the end. It's like just the beginning, if anything. Oh, good. Right. Right, so we've got these two here. So they're yellow right now. These ones, so one of these. Saw blade, I think you just put it in like that. You have to wait for it to go orange. Or is yellow too low? Orange. Stick that in. Okay, now I'm confused. How does this work then? Because you can open it, which is good, because I couldn't open the one that had... Okay, let's have a look. Interesting. I might need to burn these again and figure out why these things aren't working. I thought you just popped it in. Oh, it says unknown. That's not a good idea. We got the ratios all right, didn't we? I swear we did. If not, that's a bit poopy. Although, what we can do is you can lob them in water like this, and it will cool them off. Faint red, and they've cooled off. And then we can open these back up. Contains solidified. Unknown solid. Oh. What do we do wrong? Let's have a look in the book again. So, let's move back. 50% to 70% copper. So it was 50% copper because it was 5 and 5, right? Or 5 copper. And then 10 to 25% silver. Ah, I had more silver in there than I did. Yeah, I had 30% silver, so that's probably where I went wrong right there. If I add a bit more gold... Oh, but I've used all my gold. How do I get the stuff out of this then? I might have just really screwed myself. That's okay. I mean, we are going to just... You hit V on these. That's fine, because... we are going to go get a load more copper, and we can, like, sort that out better, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we might have to go and find some tin as well. Or nickel, because we know where some bismuth is. Unless we find some more gold, that is. Oh, why was I just not thinking then? That's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Because if it's 25%... Oh, I'm sure we'll just find some more. Let's go and have a look round. Not far away. Load of gold, bit of silver. Don't know if there's any other stuff around, but that's pretty decent. Our mishap that we just had. We kind of lucked out a little bit. So how are we supposed to do black? What is it? Black steel or black bronze? These fish are very skittish, let's just say. I don't see any other ores around here, but that is fine. We'll find some other stuff. Look at that though. Oh, flipping heck. Forgot that you have to breathe. Okay, I swam up the river quite a ways, and we found some loam mud, which is really good for us. Because I believe... grab one of these. You put some hay with this. Hay, that's it. And then you get these loam mud bricks, which if you do control on that, I believe you dry them out. These can be placed and dried out. And then, yeah, the bricks can be turned into basically like something you can build with. So we'll probably come back for this later. Plus we got some wild rye, which is not bad. I think it's our first wheat seed. Oh, we got wheat as well. No way. Can we make wheat grain? Okie dokie. You can make cake out of it. No way. Wheat flour. We need to make this at some point as well, but for that you need like to actually mine stuff. I believe that's how it works. Anyway, we're going to take a few bits of this with us. I'm going to run back, but I found like tons of what was it? It was silver. I found like 3 silver deposits and 4 gold deposits, like down there, if you know what I mean. Oh, and there's some more clay. We'll definitely take the clay whilst we're here. Oh, well, that was good. We got 2 bits of clay. But now I need to run back up to where I had my little starting area. I might move to over here, to be fair. Also, that is a golden apple tree, right? Oh, it's a red apple tree. I found a golden apple tree earlier, and I just left it alone because it didn't like drop any apples. But I think a golden apple tree sounds like it drops golden apples, right? Which would be really cool. Haha! Also found some of this limonite, which means that there's some... I'm going to leave it here, but that means... Ooh, actually, we can do a waypoint. If you press N, ingot, and then you give it, like, limonite? Did it have an E in there? I can't remember now. I'll just put iron. Iron. Give it a random colour. Can you go to a silver colour at some point? I don't think you can like set it. Oh, blue's fine. There we go. On the map now, if we look at the map, there's the iron. And there's our home. So I should say that the hostile mobs like zombies and stuff don't spawn on the like surface of the earth right here. They will spawn in caves, so you got to keep that in mind. Oh my goodness, cannot see a thing. So yeah, make sure you keep in mind that they will spawn in the caves. But it does mean that you're relatively safe at night. Just put down some loam mud bricks, or wet loam mud bricks. These should dry up. Flipping heck, it takes ages. They dry up in 23 minutes. So is these vessels like completely knackered now? Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with these. Do we like hit them back up or something? Also, why did I put a torch in there? Okay, well that's fine. Well, we've got 2 other vessels we can probably mess up. So it needs to be 25. I need to go and actually pan and do stuff, right? But it needs to be 25%, 25%. Let's what was it? So 50 to 70% copper. Oh, I got you. So what we can do is, yeah, I got it. You can put 7 copper in. You could put like 2 silver and 1 gold, because 2 silver would be 20, and 1 gold would be 10. actually, what you could do is 6 copper, 2 silver, 2 gold, because I found loads of gold and silver, right? So that's probably the ratio we want to go with. This does mean that I need to go and actually do some panning and stuff, though, which is going to take a lot of time. But once we've got the saw, we can make ourselves something called a sluice. Sluice. One of these bad boys. Because we need lumber. And the saw gets us lumber out of a log. And I believe you can use lumber to turn into logs and all of the regular stuff. So you can start building with that, for example. That's how you make a bookshelf. Interesting. And a lectern and stuff. Wow. Oh, we can finally make a bed at some point as well once we get some wool, which looks like... Can we get string? Somehow, yeah. Cool. I mean, I could do this at night time. I don't know why I'm staying over here. I should definitely just go do it at night time, right? Stick those in there. I need to sort my inventory a little bit. I found some seeds. I found some beetroot as well, so... Bit of a nom on those. I feel like we need more protein, though, so... The next thing we should eat should probably be some duck or something. Makes sense, right? How much protein is that? 1.5. That's 2.5. Flippin' heck. Horse meat is good, apparently. The French were right. So, we got it all sorted for the copper right here. We've got more back at the base, so we can make 6 and 6. I might just do it all in one. Yeah, I think doing it all in one would make sense, right? And all we need now is 4 gold, because we've already got silver as well. Already at 3. It's pretty good going right there. Okay, there's more down there, but I've got enough. So we're going to go back. This is kind of a cool mechanic as well. The torches actually have like a time limit. So you can't just like chuck down a bunch of torches and leave them forever. They do burn out. And these ones will last for 2 days now. I thought that was kind of cool. The one over there will last for a little bit less, right? Because we put it down before the night time. Anyway, I think we've got enough now. Is it this one? Yeah. So let's just do it all in one vessel. Maybe that will be okay. So let's check it again, right? So 60, 20, 20. And that's within the bounds of all of the things that we needed. Okie dokie. Right. I think we've got enough. No, maybe we don't have enough wood. I'll go chop down another tree and we'll get this thing going, and maybe we'll have enough to do both the saw and the pickaxe. So a bluegill did actually like flop up onto here. He was running around, or swimming around, I suppose. Actually, it was over there, but got onto land, so all I did was punch it to death. And we got ourselves a little... What was that? That's 2 protein right there. It's pretty good. We are going to eat that as soon as we need to eat, basically. I just cooked it up. And we're just waiting on this. 5 more minutes. Right, we got a minute left before this this actually lets us pull it out and make these things. I was just thinking... I don't know how long it takes to fill like the molds and stuff, right? So what if it's longer than so it cools off enough that we can't get like the pickaxe? I'm gonna make the saw first. I think the saw's more important because that way we can actually make like a little house, for example. And the lumber's really useful because we can make the sluice and things like that. Does this mean that we can use just regular sticks? I hope so. Anyway, nearly done, and we are gonna nick that out really quick, open it up, chuck this in. That's gonna fill up. And that's 100%, and that's gonna fill up. Oh, we had plenty of time. That's good to see. Lovely. Right, we can lob these in the water, And they'll cool off really quickly. Okay, not very quickly, but they'll cool off in the water. You can use a barrel later on, I think. And then do you just right click? Or do you just... There we go. Bronze Age. Ah, we've done it. Oh, and it started raining. Excellent. Right. Sticks. Get ourselves a saw. Get ourselves a pickaxe. Time to mine, finally. I did get some barley out to see if I could just eat it. Or rye, sorry. It's got no... Okay, I'll put that away for now. They don't stack anymore. Okay, I'll have to leave that in my inventory. Right, we don't have any lumber. Oh, no, we do. We've got some right here. So let's grab these out. And how do you do it? Is it just like... Lumber! Yes! Oh. And if we do this, can we make ourselves... You can make yourself a crafting table. How cool is that? Yes, finally, we got crafting table. Episode 2, crafting table achieved. Right, I need to go chop down some more trees, I suppose, and we should probably use this pickaxe. Let's do it on this. Ah, that's so cool. Ah, I like that. So you can see the durability on it by, if you do F3H, you can do hidden or shown. And if you're shown, you can see durability of 1400 pretty much, 1460. It's not bad. It's a pretty good pickaxe. And the same for the saw. Oh, I'm so glad we could do this. Right, I need to, yeah, I haven't chopped down a tree yet, like I said I would. Okay, we got ourselves some ash lumber, which we can turn straight into a chest. Oh, it's a small chest, but it's still better than these things over here, the vessels, right? So we are just going to lob everything in, other than the rye. There we go. That should change these to the grains did not go up. Okay. But we can start using chests now, which is really good. Oh, you can make a wooden bucket as well. So I'm guessing we can use that for doing some farming later. That'd be really nice. What else? You can make a spoon. Use a knife of some sort and a twig. You can make yourself a spoon. Not sure what this is used for. Mixing bowl. Ah, you use it to mix stuff. I like that. I know that the Vortex has put in some of these like Macaw's furniture with like, you know, the look of the stuff from TerraFirmaCraft, which is really cool. Is that a watering can? Huh, no way. That's really cool. We can make, yeah, bed, and we can make a crossbow eventually. Tripwire and some wrought iron. Empty jar. You can, fire pit, you can turn sand into glass. Did not realize that. Here's something we should probably make, a barrel. I'm not sure what these are used for specifically, but I know they're really useful, and we should definitely make some. Also, you can make yourself a beehive. Interesting. And the sluice is the thing we want, so I'm going to bookmark that. And where's the barrel? Let's bookmark that as well. Eventually, we're going to want to get bellows, because I believe you need this to like heat stuff up to hotter temperatures or something like that. Oh, and we are definitely going to need a loom. Oh, there's so much more things we can do now. A nest box. What's this do? Control. Not mammals. Laying eggs. Okay, so we can grab... Oh, I don't know. How do we get the ducks to go in there? But that's really cool. We can get some of that. You can make a saddle. No way. Oh, right. Anyway, we are going to make the sluice straight away, because that's way better than using the pan. And then a barrel. And let's Let's get some more sticks. Why not? Let's make ourselves a loom as well. Yes. Loom can go right there. We can stick string on this and get ourselves some wool. And get ourselves a bed. I do have some string somewhere. Maybe that was in my other save. I think it was. Right, what you do with this is we need to make like a little channel. Where's a good place to do this? I think maybe over here somewhere. Yeah, it's going to look a bit weird to begin with, just because of... You have to dig this out. Oh my goodness, it's going to dig out all of that as well, though. It's probably not the best idea to do it over here. In fact, we were thinking about moving, weren't we? So... maybe I pick all of this stuff up and we move over to where we saw those mud bricks. Or the mud. You know, all of that mud stuff. Yeah. Okay, I'll do that now. Right, I haven't moved everything, but I think if we put this... oh, the other way around. Brilliant. So it has to come in from this direction. Is it like that? This might need to go down one. Come back. Yeah. Yeah. Got to find the perfect area for this to go down one. Maybe it's this bit that it needs to go down. Of course, quite a long run up, isn't it? Is it there? Aha! Figured it out. So, you need it to be like at the lowest point. Like if I grab this sluice out again, see that? It's at its lowest point, and then it takes up 2 slots, and then you need 1 down from that as well. And that over there will be your collection area. So if I do this, see, now it's started to work. We can lob. Oh my goodness! Yeah, we can lob all of the, you know, the stuff we just had. The like gravel with copper or gold or silver or whatever. We can lob that at the top here. I think you can chuck it there, and it will filter down into this, and then it will do the panning for us, and all the stuff will plonk out into this bit right here. So you could theoretically get like a stack of the copper gravel, lob it up there, and then just sit here for a bit, and it will do all of the panning for you. It's really nice. I'm actually going to not do this here, because I don't want to do my base over here. Little shack coming together. Yeah, I haven't put anything in there yet, but this is the plan. I'm just going to chuck all of the stuff I can in there. Apparently I can't put these in because they're very heavy. Makes sense to me. We can at least make... did I put all my lumber in? I did. Tool rack. Which one is it? Ash. That one. Haha. I want to make some... like, I don't want to put anything that's doing fire, so like a torch and stuff, in my shack. But I do want to make some glass to go, like, maybe not here, but like over here. I think that would look nice. But with this, we can put our tools. Put our tools away like that and like that. Oh, no. Oh, good progress today. I think that's where we're going to have to leave it, though. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.